Hello and welcome. I can say that I'm very excited to play the following today, and I'm hoping that'll work. If you've been following me, you'll know that we have touched upon a couple of the Disney animated storybooks. In the past, we played Hercules. The crowds will cheer when they see my face. I will find my way. I can go the distance. And we've done the 101 Dalmatians. This is the googly eyes over here.
Well, let's find him then.
This is where the story gets really scary.
Really scary. Personally, I have been going down a rabbit hole of searching old Flash games. Obviously, I've covered that with the Pixar Flash games and websites rabbit hole videos I did. If you haven't seen them, link is also in the description below for those. And while I was searching and seeing what I could find, what was still available, I came upon a gem mine thanks to the Internet Archive. I love the Internet Archive. I am so grateful for the Internet Archive. And I found a version of Disney's animated storybook with The Lion King.
CD-ROM technology is opening up a new world of storytelling. And now Disney introduces its very first interactive CD-ROM based on the hit feature film The Lion King.
Hey there! Welcome to the jungle!
I'm so excited to play this. I've never played this before. As long as I can remember, I probably never played it in school because I never owned it on CD. So this is my first experience playing this version. This is also the first Disney animated storybook that they ever came out with. So that's exciting enough. And not only that, it's also the 30th year of The Lion King. It's the 30th anniversary, which is crazy. I hate these numbers. I feel so old. Let's get exploring. Let's start this. The Lion King. I just adore the old graphics. I know I'm super nostalgic, but I love the way the old computer looks. It's so nostalgic. It's so cozy. Oh my god, that MIDI music and the introduction. How dare they cut that off short?
Hey there! Welcome
Hey, Timon.
to the jungle. So,
Thank you,
what do you want
Timon.
to do? Alrighty. Let's take a look at this. If you need some pointers on how to get around this place,
Pointers.
just click here. If you want to play along with the story, click this spot here. If you just want to lie back and listen to the story, click here. If you want to go to your favorite part, click here.
After all that, he looks so impatient. This is such a fun animation that just kept going back and forth. Okay, so we're gonna play
Remember,
the story.
If you have any problems, just click on me to get back here. So, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
No worries.
No worries. Oh, I love
One
it.
special morning, the animals of Africa
Africa.
came to Pride Rock to celebrate the birth of Simba, the new prince. Everyone rejoiced, except Scar.
So now we have our basic information to go forward with the storybook. Zazu repeats the entire script on the page. Paragraph. I don't know what I'm saying. Rafiki picks out certain words for us to learn the meanings of. Because remember, this is age for kids. According to the little paragraph, it's age for kids 3 to 8. And then Timon takes us back to the main menu. Now that's all the way, let's continue.
Well, I
Oh look, it's Scar.
Until the little hairball was born.
Dad, come on, Dad.
Mom,
Okay,
Mom,
okay.
Mommy,
I'm up.
Mommy.
Mom! 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 Mommy! Mommy! Mama! Mama! Mama!
What?
Hi.
When Simba was old enough, his father Mufasa took him to the top of Pride Rock to show him the lands he would someday rule as king.
This is probably the most serious of Disney films. I know I've touched about it in the past, but It's a fun movie when you're a child, but when you rewatch it as an adult, it's just all the emotions just hit the floodgates, especially with the soundtrack. Oh, I love this MIDI sound. I love MIDI music. This is awesome. Does this give us a game? Do we get a game?
This
we get a game.
is a pouncing game. Try to sneak up on Zazu before he can fly away. If Zazu starts to turn around, hold down the mouse button and you'll crouch down in the grass.
Okay. So what do we do? Oh my god, I love that Shadowland is the background music of this. I don't... how am... Oh, here is... Wait, how do I move? Oh wait, okay. Simba, how do you move?
A few inches later.
Oh!
Don't worry. You can always try again.
Alright, so I guess do not touch the mouse. That was the problem I had. Okay. This is for a 3 to 8 year old. Why can I not figure this out?
Keep this up, and you'll be as good as Mufasa.
What about that shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
Along the way, the cubs teased Zazu.
Please tell me there's a song. There's a MIDI version of this, but I don't see anything to click on for a song rendition. What happens when I click on Zazu here? There's not too much to really click on compared to the newer renditions that they came out with. But that's to be expected because this was the first one they did. And you can really see that this is much more focused on the storybook element as its primary element compared to the other mini games and little cute sing-alongs in the future. What? I just can't wait to be King Sing-Along though.
The two cubs had a lot of fun exploring the graveyard. For a while.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava. The floor is lava.
Side note for this before I move forward. Can we just imagine if Disney were to ever do haunted houses again? Now, I say again because they do them in Asia.
At least they did haunted houses for a few years within the recent past. Over in Hong Kong Disneyland, they did end up going down the Halloween Horror Nights route and had a couple of different haunted mazes based on the different Disney properties. I know it'll never happen, but it would be great if they brought it over to the States.
And the reason I bring this up, seeing this, how amazing would it be to have an elephant graveyard haunted house? You're walking through this dark space and all these hyena puppets and skeletons jump out at you. That would be phenomenal. I want an elephant graveyard scare maze. That would be brilliant, and I'm so sad that we will never get that. Like, legitimately, puppets of them would be terrifying in a dark space. Just at you. Oh my gosh. Dreams. Ideas. Can someone hire me already for creative control?
Mufasa was very disappointed that Simba had disobeyed him, and Mufasa told him to look at the stars.
This is always when I get sad in this movie.
Look down on us.
When Mufasa talks through him
Those
through
kings
the
will
stars.
always be there to guide you.
No matter how many years I've watched this film at this point, because it's been around for 30 years. But I have cried every single time I've seen those scenes. Do we have a game?
Click on the stars as they twinkle, and you can make pictures in the night sky.
Oh my god, it's like Hercules all over again. Do we get constellations? I wish there was music on this one though. Like, it'd be so pretty to hear the MIDI music and there's nothing. It's literally silence. Are we doing a dog or a warthog? It's a warthog!
I recognize
Here's the music!
that.
Oh wait, that's adorable. I love that we got a little connect the dots activity. That's really cute. What is the next picture? Is it an elephant? Yeah!
You made a very pretty picture there.
Thank you. Voice, ominous voice.
I had no idea how many animals there are in total because I did at least 15 different connect the dots and it was still going. So this would have been an activity to keep kids busy for an hour at least.
There's Simba!
I recognize that.
Oh, you recognize Simba, but yet you can't tell us the other names of the animals? You'd think it'd be more educational telling kids all the animal names so they can know the difference between an ostrich and a hippo? Next up, time for your father to die, Simba.
Scar tricked Simba into waiting in a gorge while the hyenas started a wildebeest stampede.
Hold on, Simba!
Mufasa saved Simba just in time, but could not save himself from Scar.
It's such a tragedy, though. It literally is.
Scar told Simba that
poor
Mufasa...
Simba. I know that it's based on Shakespeare and Hamlet, but again, as an adult, you look back and you're like, this is a dramatic tragedy of a film. And yet, he goes away to go with Timon and Pumbaa to be like, oh, no worries at all.
And how to enjoy their way
Just
of
like
life.
dissociate and forget about all your issues. Which again, you know, is crazy because the analogy where all the grub they eat could be something else. Finding all the adult nuances in the children's media. What's the game? I hate that I'm thinking logically now because how many bugs would have Simba had to eat to sustain himself?
Just click on the bugs as they scoot by.
Click.
Thanks. Ooh.
Hey Siri.
Ooh.
What do warthogs eat? This movie is all wrong. Warthogs eat grass, fruits, berries, and other fruits, bark, fungus, eggs, and carrion. There are no bugs. There are no bugs to eat. Hey Siri. What do meerkats eat? Meerkats mostly eat insects, but will also eat small reptiles, mammals, or scorpions. You'll learn something every day. I did not know that they eat scorpions. Wow.
Tastes like chicken.
Ew, gross.
That would be my reaction, Simba too.
Simba grew up in the jungle with his friends Pumbaa and Timon.
Pumbaa and Timon. It's Timon and Pumbaa. That sounds weird hearing it as Pumbaa and Timon.
The interesting thing with the rest of the storybook is it's basically a straight read-through of the story from this point until the end. It makes sense because of how serious and dark it gets in tone, but it's unique compared to the future editions that kept the interactivity throughout the entire software.
What are the words for this? Discover, surprised, best.
Best. Simba and Nala aren't just good friends, they are best friends. Pumbaa and Timon are best friends too.
And they were roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
That night,
oh,
Rafiki
here's my
came to
scene
Simba
that I always
and
cry
led him
over.
out into the grasslands. There, Mufasa appeared in the sky and spoke to his son.
Look!
Aww. You know, that's actually really impressive graphics in a weird way.
You have forgotten who you are.
Like, what is up with his eyes? They're voids.
No.
Remember who you are.
One of the most dramatic fight scenes of any Disney film of all time.
Simba won the battle and became king of the Pride Lands.
Remember.
Special morning, the animals came to Pride Rock to celebrate the
Not
birth
Simba,
of a new
but
prince. Simba and Nala watched with pride as Rafiki raised their young cub high above his head.
Okay, wait, we're gonna
continuing the circle of
Lion Cub. Oh wait, that's so cute. I love that they do the end title. Aww.
So do you want to hear the story again?
That was really quick.
Do you want to leave?
I will leave. I will leave. Thank you for telling the story. Timon.
Well, see you around the jungle. Keep in touch.
Well, we got little credits. I kind of enjoy this MIDI edition of the soundtrack. I love that they do have the real talents though. That's the one thing that was awesome, that they had all of the same voice actors from the film do the voices. Like, it's kind of hilarious to think about Nathan Lane being a part of this Disney's animated storybook random game that's forgotten now 30 years later. So that was Disney's animated storybook, The Lion King. It was cute. It was short. Felt really short, and the 3 little activities / mini games, if you want to even call them that, they were basically activities, were really interesting because there was no end. And I know that's probably what helped prolong the gameplay for kids, because they could play as long as they wanted. Because remember, attention spans were longer back then, as crazy as it seems. And like, it's so crazy every single time I play these games, because this game is 30 years old. This game is legitimately a 30-year-old game. And it's so crazy to think that we're this far into the future, because it doesn't feel like that was that long ago. I love all the games from the 90s. And the graphics are still really awesome. Like, I know they were a lot more limited back then, but even playing it now, I'm like, oh, it's all cozy, it's classic, I love it. The soundtrack has always been phenomenal, and I've always loved the soundtrack, so hearing the music in MIDI form was amazing, and I definitely need to look up to see if there are longer versions that I can download and just listen to in my free time, because something about MIDI music just hits. It's very cozy. I mean, that's probably why people love Vaporwave, because it's not the same, but it's that same type of aesthetic. I'm still so happy I found this. I'm so happy. Thank you, Internet Archive. And like I said, if you want to play it below, the link is in the description. It's also really nice to see the progression of how these games did change within a couple of years. Because, for example, with Hercules that we just did, that was made 3 years later. And there was definitely a lot of improvements with it. The idea and the structure is still the same, since the storybook is still the primary subject, but The games definitely improved a lot, and I love the sing-along that we got for Hercules. I'm so happy to say that we got another Disney animated storybook checked off. There are definitely a lot more to take a look at, and a lot more of the newer ones I haven't even done yet. So I'm really excited to see how they continued to progress as the years went more into the future. Happy 30th anniversary, Lion King, as crazy as it is. And until then, as always, I hope you guys have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon.